You want to know the truth? The most dangerous person in the room isn't the loudest. It isn't the strongest. It isn't even the smartest. It's the one who understands everything and reacts to nothing. People think silence means weakness. They think calm means confusion. They think if you're not competing for attention, you've already lost. That misunderstanding is your greatest advantage. Let me show you the code.
Most people believe intelligence is about having answers. It's not. It's about observing long enough that answers reveal themselves. I don't speak much, not because I have nothing to say, but because every word has a cost. The more you talk, the more you expose your strategy. People assume I'm emotionless. They assume I don't care, that I'm passive. They're wrong. I care enough to control myself, and control is rarer than talent. You see, when situations become chaotic, most people rush to prove themselves. They argue, they defend, they react. I don't. While they're busy showing their emotions, I'm studying their patterns. You can learn more from someone in 10 seconds of silence than in 10 minutes of conversation. Silence forces people to reveal who they really are. Their impatience, their insecurity, their need for validation. And once you understand what someone needs, you understand how they move. That's the first rule of the Silent Genius Code. Observe before you act. I'm not a genius the way people imagined. I don't win because I'm special. I win because I prepare for outcomes others are too emotional to consider. Most people think one step ahead. I think about what happens after their third mistake. They focus on victory. I focus on positioning. Because if your position is correct, victory becomes inevitable. Emotions are powerful, but uncontrolled emotions are predictable. Anger makes you reckless. Fear makes you defensive. Excitement makes you careless. If I show none of them, how will you read me? If you can't read me, you can't control me. And if you can't control me, you've already lost. That's the second rule. Neutrality is psychological dominance. People underestimate quiet individuals. They think we're background characters. But background characters see everything. When you don't demand attention, you gain perspective. When you don't chase approval, you gain independence. When you don't rush to speak, your words gain weight. I choose when to act. Not because I hesitate, but because timing decides everything. Act too early and you reveal your hand. Act too late and you lose influence. Act precisely and no one sees it coming. That is strategy. Most people want to be liked. I don't mind being misunderstood, because being understood means being predictable, and predictability is weakness. If people don't know what you're thinking, they fill the silence with assumptions. They doubt. They hesitate. They second-guess themselves. Meanwhile, you remain steady, unmoved, unshaken, unreadable. That's the third rule. Mystery creates power. But understand this. The Silent Genius Code isn't about manipulating others. It's about mastering yourself, controlling your reactions, controlling your impulses, controlling your need to prove something. I don't raise my voice. I don't show panic. I don't chase recognition. Because true power doesn't need witnesses. The moment you stop trying to impress, you start becoming dangerous. While others compete for attention, compete for clarity. While others seek validation, seek understanding. While others rush, calculate. You don't need to be the loudest in the room. You need to be the most aware. Because awareness is leverage, and leverage changes outcomes. One day, people will look at you and say, I didn't expect that. They'll call you lucky. They'll call you talented. They'll call you gifted. They won't see the restraint, the observation, the patience, the control. They won't see the hours you spent training your mind to stay calm when everything inside wanted to react. They won't understand the discipline it takes to remain silent when you could dominate the conversation. But that's fine. They don't need to understand. Think like Ayanokoji. Move without noise. Observe without emotion. Plan without announcement. Win without explanation. Be calm on the surface. Be calculating beneath it. Because the quiet mind is the sharpest weapon in any room. And the one who masters himself never needs to prove his power. That is the Silent Genius Code. If you're tired of being underestimated, good. Stay quiet. Stay sharp. Stay ahead. Subscribe if you're ready to master your mind instead of chasing attention. This channel isn't for the loud. It's for the ones who plan in silence and win without warning.